Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Just Keep Swimming 1111. I hope you guys are doing really well. So today I'm going to do a you and them reading, and what this really means, hopefully you can hear me. I always have to adjust this, just in case. Okay. Anyways, this is more of how do you feel, what do you think, what's going on your side, and what's going on their side. What do they think? What do they feel? Just because you guys aren't talking doesn't mean that there's not feelings still there, thoughts about each other still there. So this is kind of a reading for people that I guess are not exactly in communication, or not exactly in communication that you would like. Maybe your communication could be better, and you always think there's something more that's not being said. Hi! Hi everybody. I love you guys. Hi Karen. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with you, okay? I feel like I want to start with some oracles. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to pull them. I've already shuffled all these decks, but I'm going to do one quick shuffle so you guys know that I did do a shuffle. So for you, I'm going to just pull from the middle, pick from the top. Oh my gosh. You guys always get this. Forgiveness. Set yourself free. So for you guys, you either need to forgive or you already forgave. You're in the energy of forgiveness. And it's for yourself. You're not forgiving because they deserve it, they earned it, or they asked for an apology. It's just you're in the energy of I'm ready to forgive. Not for them, to please them or help them or make them happy, just for my own self. I want forgiveness between us for whatever history we have. So that's coming in strong for you guys. Let's get another one here for them. And I feel like I want to pick from the top exactly. For them, they're coming in as resistance. What we resist, okay, I can't talk today. What we resist persists. So we have this tug of war. So they're coming in resisting you. Maybe they're even quite frankly resisting forgiveness, resisting an apology, resisting forgiving you, or resisting you even after you forgave them. They're just resisting. And believe it or not, there is going to be reasons on why they're resisting. That probably makes some sense. Thank you. I hope I feel better too. I don't quite feel better today, but I'm hoping it pulls through. Bottom of the deck, we have belonging. Find your pack. Guys, this is really cute. I already know what this is. You guys are a pack. You found part of your pack. And you're not resisting them. They're resisting you, is what I'm seeing. For whoever I'm reading for. You're ready to forgive and make amends with this, but you guys fight like cats and dogs sometimes. And I think there's a frustration on your part because you're like, how dare you think that we're fighting like cats and dogs when all I try to do is get along, bend, work together, sacrifice a little of myself so we can work together and stuff. This person is still accusing me of fighting like cats and dogs, but I'm not even trying to fight. I'm trying to forgive. I'm trying to be a part of this pack. And so you really are finding some frustration with all this, at least is in my opinion, based on what the cards are showing me. Put this back just a little bit further. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the Radiant, the Rider-Waite. So I'm gonna pull a card for you. For you, you have 8 of Wands, and that means you're sending messages of love, passion, compassion. You're taking action. You're doing everything you can, or you did everything you could. Basically, it's just saying the actions are being taken on your part. The act of asking for forgiveness or the act of making amends. You're taking those actions. You're texting. You're calling, or at least you did, right? You stepped out of your comfort zone to offer some kind of movement so you guys could get out of this stagnation of tug of war, okay? And Spirit, please give me a message for them. What's going on with them? They're coming in Libra. Justice. Okay. I do think you guys have some synchronistic numbers. I do believe that you see 1111 or the number 11 when you're around this person. Or there's some kind of 1111 sign when you're around this person. So I do feel like that's what, you know, that's part of a sign for you guys. It's one of those little messages that show you. And look, we just have 1111 people, I'm sorry, 111 people watching. Well, we did a second ago. Anyways, so this person really, and I hate to say it's kind of OCD, a little bit controlling. They like things just so. Don't aggravate them, don't irritate them. If it doesn't go their way, they're frustrated and they can't express it in cold ways with insensitive words. I also feel like they feel, and this is on their side, they feel like there was an injustice, guys. See, there's a reason why they're resisting. And I'm not saying that they have a reason to feel that way. I'm saying they are feeling unjust, like something happened to them that wasn't righted, that was wrong. It wasn't fair, the scales weren't balanced. They just think there was an unfairness, and so they're resisting, okay, whatever this is for them. And you're just like, look, I don't feel that way. I don't think it was unfair. I think it was unfair on my end. I think you should owe me an apology. But even if I don't get an apology from you, I want you to know that I'm willing to work on this. I want to take action. I want to fix this. I want to communicate like adults. I want to make a move and fix what happened. Even if I don't think I agree what you feel, I validate that you have a right to your feelings, and I validate that we still are a pack. We are belonging together, so I want to work on it. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. And bottom of the deck for you guys is the Emperor, which is so cute because there's this level of control from both of you. It's a stubbornness. It's cute. It's not a bad stubbornness, but it's almost cute. And what I mean to say is the way they get stubborn makes them kind of look cute when they do it, even though they're a pain in the butt and it's probably really frustrating. They look cute and you know their ways. You know their ways. And so it's cute because you know them. And they know you know them. And as far as you're stubborn too, and they don't think it's cute though. They're like, oh, hell no, that's not cute stuff. But it's cute for me as a reader seeing you stand your ground and be the authority that you've never been. The Emperor was at the bottom of your deck last night? Mistel Ford? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and somebody in the comments said, Steph, why are all your readings live? Well, I really like spending time with you guys here and seeing you and seeing your names, and connecting to your energy is important for me. And I really prefer in-person readings. So when I don't do in-person readings, I'd like to feel you. I know it's creepy, but I like to feel you and the vibrations that are coming into this chat room. It transfers into my room. I feel it and it gives some energy to the cards. So if that kind of answers anyone's questions on that, that's really why I really enjoy doing lives. Yeah, I think it's fancy to have pre-recorded readings and have an awesome intro, which by the way, I do have an awesome intro, and everybody will tell you Steph has an awesome intro. I have lots of awesome intro videos. And I also have awesome outros, and I make pretty good recorded videos. But I'm not here for the glitz and glam. I'm here for the message. So I could be, and maybe in the future I will do some very nice readings, and I will when I get moved into my office. I will pre-record some nice readings without interruptions. I will do that. But I do like to be here with you guys and pick up on you, okay? So that's why. Okay, so I'm going to do one more oracle here. This is the Alice in Wonderland kind of deck. It's from Colette Baron Reed, if that helps. Let's get a card here for you. Okay. Use your time well. Make every moment count. So time is ticking for you. You have some time concern. It's been a long time since you guys had forgiveness. It's been a long time since you were on the same page. You feel like, I need action stuff. I need it right away. This is taking too long. This person's procrastinating. We're wasting time. I want to use my time wisely. A lot of you feel like you're getting older and you want to have a life the way you would like to envision it. For some of you guys, you feel like there's just not enough time in the world to make everything happen the way it needs to. You just don't have enough time in the day to fix the situation, handle your life, meditate, take care of business, etc. So time is of the essence, and you want to use your time well. And you also want to express to this person, you're wasting your time. We are wasting our time. We could be together, we could be forgiving each other, we could be spending time together and moving on with our lives, but you're causing this resistance and it's unjust and you need to fix this. Let's see how your person feels about this situation. We have such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. Aww. I love it. So I love the grounding, being in touch with reality, knowing they need to come home. The truth is, guys, they've been out of touch with reality. This whole thing feels like a dream to them, like unrealistic. They feel like your guys' relationship is crazy. Thank you so much, Heather Reese, for the $9.99. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you. So your person's like, look, Steph, this soulmate of mine, this twin flame of mine, this lover of mine, they want unrealistic things. And if I were there to tell them, I'd say, well, what is so unrealistic about this relationship? Why do you think it's so unrealistic? Well, Steph, we're seeing numbers. We're seeing signs and synchronicities. 1111, I'm seeing their name. When I go driving places, I'm seeing it on TV, on credits. I see it in books. I see it in emails. Stuff, I'm talking to friends and they bring up a name, or I meet someone and it's their name, or I feel this bond with them through my dreams where I feel like we really have these meetings and I get really emotional stuff. I get emotional. There's all these feelings that come up with my soulmate that I don't want to feel. Feelings about my childhood, my past, feelings about the deepest, darkest parts of me. These desires bubble up out of me that I would never do consciously, but they come up with this person. So it's a fantasy stuff. I can't live a fantasy. That's not real life. And then I would tell them, actually, it is. See, your version of reality is actually the unrealistic version. There are synchronicities. There are spiritual connections. There is a spiritual family that you belong to. There's a depth to your soul that you are afraid of. And your soulmate is bringing this up. So your person is like, well, I'm not in touch with reality. I think they're out of touch with reality. Let's go ahead and get their version of reality. They have their own version of reality. So, I mean, I guess it comes down to this right now. So far, guys, your person thinks that what you want is unrealistic. Like, you guys can't come to making amends. You guys can't come to an agreement. Your person feels like that there's this dream world you're living in, and how dare you think it's realistic to even come together and have this relationship? Bottom of the deck says, all in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. And it's the number 1. That's a new beginning. So you guys are experiencing a lot of creative energy. They'll catch up. They'll catch up. There's so much to manifest, basically, this card. There's so much you guys can build based on your imagination, and that your thoughts become things. And they need to learn that that is actually a very big part of reality, is manifesting. So what is their version and what is yours? I'll be using the Mystic Moon Shadow, or Twin Flame Shadows, excuse me. So what is your version? Your version of all this? Distant. Again, your version is like, Steph, they're distant. You know, whether we're together a lot, we're not talking, we're not opening up. Or we're not together at all, Steph. We're very distant. They're way over there, I'm way over here. I want to bring us together and talk. And time is ticking by and they're just staying distant, Steph. I don't know how to get close to this person, relate to this person, be in communication with this person if they're far, far, far away. And even if they're not far, far, far away, that's how you feel. You feel like they're far. And so time is ticking. You're waiting. You're waiting for this person to come into your energy and be a part of your life again. What is your other person's version? How do they feel? What is their side? Well, it's not fair that you get 3 cards. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them because, I don't know, it came out that way. I do see the unfairness because they have 3 cards, you have 1. I see unfairness. So right off the bat, the scales are not balanced. They are not being just. But let's go ahead and look at this. I have uncomfortable. Okay, so your person's energy on their side is they feel extremely uncomfortable in your presence and around you. Okay? You're like, Steph, why in the hell would they feel so damn uncomfortable? Listen, they're resisting you. There's a reason. We're trying to figure it out. So let's figure it out. So they feel uncomfortable with you, number 1. Why? Number 2, we have childish. Maybe you guys share a child together and there's been some drama. Makes them feel very uncomfortable. Maybe there was an unwanted child. Makes you feel very uncomfortable. Maybe they're just extremely childish. And that makes you uncomfortable, but it also makes them uncomfortable because you're so mature. I do get this age gap. Maybe there's an age gap between you. But even if there's not an age gap, there's a level of maturity gap. Okay? This person feels immature. This person does not feel spiritually on your level, is what I mean. They are not spiritually there to where they can understand, comprehend, feel, and correlate that in their lives, where they can apply all this knowledge and feelings into their life. They don't know how to apply it. They're feeling it kind of against their will. They're feeling it, what do I do with these feelings? And then we have unavailable. Well, you could be in a third-party situation where they are literally unavailable. You've got an unavailable man, an unavailable woman. You fell in love with someone that already was in a relationship. I mean, that's what unavailable means. It can also be that they're not allowing themselves to be open and available for you to reach out to them. So there's some phone blocking. There is some social media blocking. There is a wall between you guys. They don't want to open up. They don't want to be available for you to talk, to fix this. They're resisting, and they're just like, I'm unavailable to you. It's not going to happen. Stop trying to push towards me. I'm uncomfortable with your energy, and I just want to be alone in isolation. But the good news is they are returning to this new reality. They are getting grounded, and there is a coming home energy. So I do see that they will be coming home. They are going to be returning to you, but right now there is this very uncomfortable, and I'm even uncomfortable reading for this. I mean, it's not very often that I'm comfortable reading for this kind of a situation. Bottom of the deck is disillusioned. Well, that makes sense. There's somebody, probably mostly them, but it doesn't have to be, but there's someone here in the relationship that's an disillusioned person. They do not have a grip of reality. To be honest, as a tarot card reader, and I have to be real with you, when I'm looking at that fact that you're coming in with forgiveness, Now, granted, that could mean you need to forgive. Some of you can't, and you're struggling with that part of yourself. But a lot of you are coming in as, I've already forgiven them. I've already reached out. I'm really in the energy of fixing this, and they're wasting time. You're ready to move on and forward. That's reality. This person is resisting reality, resisting justice, and returning to reality. They're resisting that. They're also resisting coming home to you because this is a very childish, immature energy. They're not seeing this correctly. They're not even seeing you correctly. They're living in la la land, and it's not, I don't think it's your fault. I think this person's just very unrealistic as far as a spiritual connection, a divine connection, and a destiny between two people, a fate of soulmates or twin flames. They don't understand it. They can't put their finger on it, and they're scared of it because they're childish. They're very closed-minded, you know, and they're not open. They're just not open to seeing it from a different perspective. That's what I'm picking up. Spirit, what is some advice for the people watching? What is some advice for you? What is your advice from Spirit with these cards? What is the advice? What can help you? What can help you guys is fuck feelings. You have logic for a reason, use it. Yep, it actually says that. For those of you that are like, oh, stuff has language. Okay. So for you guys, probably being emotional is not serving you very well. Crying, being in your feels, you know, really being so involved emotionally is not helping your case. Or maybe that's just how you feel right now. You're like, Steph, fuck feelings. I don't even have an open heart to them right now. Look at this. I've had trouble shuffling this twice now. There's a stubbornness between both of you, that's for sure. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about them? They're still waiting. Do the shit they asked you to do forever ago. So the advice for the other person is, you guys are still waiting. Hello, the time clock. Waste of time. Spirit's telling your person, guess what? They're still waiting on you. So do the shit they asked you to do forever ago, which is you guys. You asked them to do something a long time ago. They didn't fucking do it. Excuse my French. They didn't freaking do it. And so the advice for this person is, you need to actually do it because they're still waiting. And, Spirit wants you to know that your person is aware that you're waiting. Your person has this arrogance, and they're well aware that you are sitting at home right now waiting for them to reach out, waiting for them to show up, waiting for them to give you a call. And they're resisting you being open. So Spirit's like, do you see? Steph, they're taking so many actions to come together. And Spirit's saying, I want you to take actions to distance yourself. Emotionally, spiritually. I want you to use your time well for you guys. I want you to make every moment count. I want you to worry about yourself. I want you to use logic, which is a masculine energy, because the feminine energy, the feelings, is what they need to come into. If you can't release your feminine energy, they can't flop, and start using their feminine energy for their use to come to some kind of reality. So you guys can't both be in emotional feels at the same time for a union. There has to be one or the other. And if you're in the emotional feelings and you're not being logical, then they're being logical. And they're being resisting their feelings and emotions and their spiritual side. And that's not good because they actually feel uncomfortable right now. And they need to be in their feelings because even Libra is a little bit too cold, a little bit too distant, a little bit too realistic, a little bit too, I don't give a F about feelings. I just care about what the facts are. And Spirit's like, guess what? Guess what, homie? It's not just about facts. It's about feelings. It's about emotions. It's about subconscious. It's about a spiritual connection, which is a very taboo form of reality. And they need to dive into that, and they're not. So this person's very earthy, very full of air, and you're very watery and fiery. So there needs to be a flipping, okay? There needs to be a flipping of energies, and that's just the advice there from Spirit. Bottom of the deck is, I don't agree for you to do this, but send a pic. Sexting will make their effing day. Now, personally, I can't see myself doing that. Hell to the no. I've got too much between me and him to do a text like that. But if you guys want to do that, you can. If you're in that mood, in that vibe, Spirit's, thinking that that would be something good to reconnect on a spiritual, emotional level. If you are at a place where that's not even on the table, or there is no communication, or there's some kind of major situation that it would be ridiculous for you to do something like that, then what it's saying is you guys used to do this all the time. It was something that you guys had in common. It was something that you guys did a lot. And they remember it. It meant a lot to them. It was a big part of their day, a part of their life. They miss it. Maybe you miss it. But that was a part of what you guys had together. So that could be also a message for someone. Let me get my tea, which I can't find. Oh, there it is. Okay. Also, what I realized, Jacqueline, yes, Steph? Okay, good. Also, what I realized is both of these cards have the same color, and it's orange. That is the sacral chakra. For me as an astrologer, that represents Mars. This also represents a Mongolic couple, because there would be two Mars situations in your chart, which would be the first, second, fourth, seventh, eighth, and 12th house. If you have Mars in any of those houses, it's definitely a Mongolic energy. And this would be basically the fact that you guys are ultra sexual. You're more sexual than many, many people. And this is something that you can have a very good mix. Two Mongolic people can be together. A Mongolic with a non-Mongolic person cannot be together. It's not astrologically smart, wise, or healthy to advise two people where in their charts one person is Mongolic and the other is not. I've never seen that work. It will result in divorce. If you are a Mongolic and they are a non-Mongolic, you will have a divorce. Now, I'm not saying that two Mongolic people can't have a divorce. Yes, you guys can have a divorce too. But usually with the two Mongolic people, they're controllers. They're the instigators. They're the initiators. They're the doers. They're the sexual, open-minded people. But when you get two Mongolics together, it's almost like, I let you overpower me. And the other person says, I let you overpower me. So it's an even trade-off. You guys both allow each other to be overpowered by each other. And it's okay, because it's like, you see me how I see you. We have an understanding. They're as sexual as I am, and they're as sexual as I am. So there's this mutual blending that comes together, and it makes sense. Now, people that are non-Mongolic will not understand that. People that are Mongolic are very traditional. Oh, thank you, Maria, for the PayPal. I appreciate that so much. You guys, I really enjoy PayPal because it pays me right away, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So anyways, a non-Mongolic person will be very traditional, and they're not sexual at all. These are the people that won't have, they could be married happily, but they won't have sex for 10 years because they're older or someone's older, because they want to sleep in 2 different rooms. Mongolic people will be getting it on until they're 100. There won't be no separate rooms. And if you can't handle, you know, my old stinky butt and my getting to the bathroom every night, well, too bad. You know, Mongolic people don't play. They have a very strong affection for each other. And it's very untraditional. You know, even in the notebook, it's like Noah and Ali would be 2 Mongolic people. They're untraditional, they're in love, they're passionate, they're sexual, they just have it. Even in their older years, they were affectionate and intimate, you know? Whereas you would get their parents would be non-Mongolic. Maybe they even had 2 rooms, you know, they just weren't. And it's not just being in love, it's about having things in common. It's about being compatible. And so I do see some very compatible people. I see sexually you're very compatible and you're very passionate and you both are direct sexually, intimately. But I see it's like a bird and a fish can fall in love, but where do they make a home? You're both attracted to each other, you both want this, but your person's trying to say, how do I make a home? How can I make a home with this person who's so not like anyone I've ever been with? And you're thinking the same thing. Steph, how can I make a life with this person who's so difficult, so resistant towards spirituality and my untraditional ideas? How do you feel about this? King of Wands. You're coming in as the King of Wands. Male or female makes no difference, but this is how you're coming in. Powerful, strong, confident, direct. Very confident, as in you're a go-getter. Big heart, you wear it on your sleeve. Everybody knows how you feel because you tell them, because you show them. You give love through actions. Your love language is actions, affirmations, affection. You literally take the action to show people how you love them. You don't hold back. So you're very sexy. You're very good looking. You're very attractive. Many people are attracted to you. And I don't just mean because of how you look. I mean your aura. Because you have the vibration of high love. Everybody's like, hey, wow, look at this person. This person's got a great vibe, a great energy. So you're coming in extremely powerful and open-minded. You're ready to take action for sure. You've been taking action. Nothing's holding you back. You're not restricted. You're not hiding anything. Family-oriented as well. And I also think you're coming in and you love children. I think you love children and you love family. I think that you're a pleaser. I think you want to please the person you're with. I think you like to give them gifts. Even a lot of like, I mean, maybe you spent a lot of money on these people. You've given them a lot of gifts. You've rubbed their shoulders, rubbed their back, coaxed them when they're upset. You've made them feel good sexually. To the point where you've pleased them beyond measure. You please them like nobody else. You just have that vibe. And your person feels how? Oh my God, how do I get 2 Leos? Leo, Leo. So there's a Leo. We do have a cat and a cat. Okay, so we have strength. I can't believe I've got both the Leo cards. What that's telling me is you either both have a Venus in Leo or a Venus in Virgo for tropical, okay, Western. But I think you both have the same Venus. And again, this is going along with what I'm saying about you guys being Mongolic, about you guys being very perfectly matched, okay? Your passion, your power, your sexuality, the way you love family, the way you love children, you're perfectly matched. You guys have this in common. Heck, you guys could also be two Leos. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe you both just have Leo somewhere in your chart. Please check your sun, moon, rising. Also, check your Venus. Check your Jupiter if you're a woman. And, this person would be your husband or spouse. Check that. And check your Mars for your sexual energy. Mars will represent how you like to be intimate with people, your sexual vibes. So please check your Mars. Maybe it's Leo there, or it's in the 5th house. Maybe any of those are in the 5th house. But let me tell you, there's strong Leo vibes here. But moving forward, the way they feel about the situation is they want to overcome this a lot with you as well. They want to forgive. They're so resistant because they feel there's been an injustice that needs to be made right. I do think they have strong Libra somewhere also in their chart, or something very strong in the 7th house. But your person is just, they want to overcome this with you and forgive you and move forward with you. I do feel this, let's come together. Let's overcome this difficult period of time. Let's forgive each other and see how she's holding his heart. I do feel like this person says, you have my heart. No one has my heart like you do. And that is very uncomfortable for them. They don't want to be walking around heartless, but you hold their heart and they feel very uncomfortable in their feelings. They do know that they have to face their demons. They do know that this is going to be a difficult period, that it's going to take all of them to fix this. It's going to take so much out of them to fix this. So they're well aware. They do understand it's very difficult. They want to, and their heart is in the right place. Their mind is in the wrong place, if that makes sense. And that's the childish energy that's coming in. They really do miss you. They want you, right? They do want that in their heart of hearts. But yep, their mind and their logic is getting in the way for any kind of forgiveness, any kind of coming together, resolution, the stubbornness. And do keep in mind that Leo is a fixed sign, which is a very stubborn energy. So like I said from the beginning, you're both very stubborn, clearly, but it's cute. You find it attractive in this person that they're stubborn. They actually don't find it attractive that you're stubborn. They wish you would bow down and let them overpower you. This is very masculine. Very, very masculine. So they're not exactly thrilled that you're as stubborn as they are. They don't find it cute, but they are helplessly, undeniably drawn to your energy because you're so perfectly matched. Okay. Bottom of the deck for the both of you is 4 of Cups. Hopeless. You both feel like this is a hopeless situation. How are you going to overcome this? How are you going to get past this? How can you come from this place? And you're asking God, and you're asking Spirit, and you're meditating, and you're trying to figure this out emotionally. Can I actually forgive them and be whole again? Can we be a couple ever again after all that's happened? Is there too much water under the bridge? Are all of our happy days gone? Notice the 3 of Cups on the side of her. They're all fallen. They're empty. That means the good times are gone. All the good times are gone, and you're sad because what do you have now? It's dark. It feels unrequited. It feels unappreciated. It feels unloved. It feels extremely rejected. You both feel rejected. You both feel hurt. But here comes this chalice with a note. Here comes this message from God, this message from the universe, maybe a message from tarot. And inside that little scroll, floating onto the shore from this rose gold chalice, lies a message of love, lies a message of hope, that there is still room for forgiveness, that there is still a chance for a new beginning and a new future for the both of you, that there is still an opportunity and that not all is lost. It's not. It's not lost. And Spirit wants to make that message very clear. Okay, so I'm going to pull a gilded. I feel so weird, guys. I'm so sick that my head feels detached from my body and my ears start to like deaf out. It's so weird why I feel that way. Okay. It's obviously sitting up. Hope you're all doing really good today. It sounds like the flu? Oh no, I hope it's not the flu. Thank you so much for the 1111, Miss Stell Ford. Thank you. So how are you coming in with this gilded Lenormand? You're coming in with the child. I do feel like you're younger or older than this person. I do feel like there's some kind of an age gap, at least 4 years or more. Someone sees you as the child. They see you as the child. They see you as the young one. Or they see you as childish, but really it's them. But besides that, you might be dealing with a child. This could involve a child. And you're very concerned because maybe you have a little girl or a little boy to think about. If that doesn't ring a bell for you, it could be that you're ready for a new beginning. This child card represents a new beginning. Youth, fresh starts, imagination, a long life ahead. There's a lot of life still left in you. You're very fun, you're very playful, you're very forgiving. The number 13 to me is the number of death and transformation for me personally. And I do feel like this is what's happening to you. You've been reborn. You're ready for a fresh new start. With the Leo energy, it is childlike. Can I just stretch out on a limb here and say that it doesn't matter how old you are? I feel like you love Disney stuff or Disney World, Disneyland. You like theme parks, Six Flags, whatever, Magic Mountain. You like that kind of stuff. You like to go be out there. I think to even stretch on a limb, I would say you love the zoo. You would go there even if you didn't have kids. You love to go to the movies. I think you love animals, for sure. I think you're a big animal lover. And I think you're so affectionate with little animals. You love to pet them, kiss them, hug them. You treat them like children. You're very good with children also. You might even have your own children or child. And you're very playful and you love to play with them, play toys, play games. I also feel like you're a big kid. You like to joke around and tease and tickle, and life's too short to be so serious. And that's how you see it. So I do feel like you're open-minded like a child. There's so much wonder and imagination and growth for you because you're, what did Jesus say? Don't push the little children away, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Only children can enter the kingdom of heaven, and that's what he said. Not exactly, but, to that extent is what he meant. And it was because through the eyes of a child, so much is possible. Through the heart of a child, there will always be forgiveness. Through the actions of a child, there's always innocent intentions. So there's an innocence about you, and there's a beautiful intention of love and forgiveness and just being happy and trying to enjoy this life. Let's go ahead and pull theirs. How are they coming in? I feel like I need to pull 2 cards. I'm sorry. I do. Okay. I don't know why I felt it, guys. I had my 2 thumbs on those 2 cards, and I felt the energy, and I said they both have to come out. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. We have another bouquet of flowers. These are the lilies. This represents wisdom, sexuality. These are cow lilies, actually. This also represents your ancestors, ancient help, Forgiveness, believe it or not. It's the number 30. And then that's for healing and growth. And then I also got the fox, the sly fox, trying to escape, trying to get away with something. The rooster represents its time. There's like a timing thing here. The rooster represents being caught, sounding an alarm, catching the fox out in the open and alerting the other people that he just got away with something or that he's trying to sneak in. So I get the energy that your person wants to come back home. I'm serious. I have with the Alice in Wonderland card coming home, and this reminds me of a fox that wants to come home. And I know it sounds weird, but I thought of Todd in the movie Fox and the Hound and how he lived with that old lady and she raised him. And he wanted to return home, but the other neighbor would always shoot at him and treat him like a wild animal. I do think this person wants to come back to you. I think home is you. And I think this person secretly wants to come back. But every time they want to come visit you, reach out to you, or do something to get back into your good graces, they get caught by their family. And I do feel there's an older person around them, someone of the age of a parent for them. Okay, so whoever could be a parent for them, I feel like there's an older person that's like questioning them, watching them, or giving them advice and trying to stop them a lot, whoever this older person is. Okay, I do feel like this person wants to offer you an apology, but they don't know how to get past their own anger. They don't know how to get past their shadow side. There's a wall between you guys. They have lied to you a lot. They haven't always told you the truth. There's some things they've said to you that is actually very mean, and when they said it, they couldn't even believe they said it. Like, it surprised them. It really did. It surprised them how they treated you. They had never really treated other people the way they've treated you. And maybe I'm picking up intuitively on you, but I feel like crying just a little bit, you know? I do feel like crying because of your feelings, because I feel like you've done everything you could for this person. You've reached out, you've called, you've texted, you've forgiven when you shouldn't have even forgiven. You've forgiven them without even an apology. You've helped them, and all they even had to say was, hey, can I ask you a favor? And before you even knew what the favor was, your heart said, yes, whatever the favor is, I will do for you. You sacrificed a lot for this person. And I do see the unfairness. And I feel bad for you. And there are these tearful emotions that do want to come out of me for you, because you've given your heart away, really. Your heart. And it's been full of innocence and love and unconditional with the children. You've given more than you should have given. And that's why Spirit says, F the feelings. Because that's getting in the way of your logic. And I don't know if I want to tell someone that has such a beautiful heart to stop that. I don't know. But you'll be the judge of that for yourself. Now, and this person over here, there's darkness, there's memories behind a black veil that they don't want to remember. And I don't mean remember as in memory in their mind. It's not what I mean. Because this person does remember their history. They do remember, but they feel like they do not want to remember emotionally. This could be going along with the feeling of losing their home when they were little. The feeling of losing their mom. The feeling of losing their grandma or grandpa. the feeling of losing their innocence. Maybe they were raped or abused in some way as a child. The feeling of not being able to be innocent at a very young age for this person. The feeling that they felt alone in some way, alone in the world. The feeling of being unloved by someone that they figured would always love them. And if I could just sum it up into one word, this person goes through emotions of the feeling of losing control. And I don't know their history, but I do know this is a feeling from your person. And it's a moment where I lost control is what they're telling me. Steph, there's a moment I lost control of my life. There's a moment where I felt helpless, weak, and vulnerable. There's the key word. And if they could tell me, they said, Steph, I don't want to feel vulnerable because it hurts. So they've been very detached from you. And they've been very unrealistic about their feelings for you because they're resisting that feeling. And you tell me, Steph, how does my feeling of love and forgiveness and kindness and all these good things make them feel any kind of bad feelings, any kind of sad feelings? I'm supposed to be the healer. I'm supposed to be the giver, the nurturer, the one that fills those wounds and holes in their heart. Yeah, logically, that's what you think you'd be doing. But when you're dealing with someone that is wounded, childish even, it's the essence of, I don't want to open my heart just to let it get smashed. I don't want to be vulnerable and open up with love just to lose it. It's the energy of pessimism and self-sabotage where anytime I get something good and wonderful, it always gets destroyed. It always ends in heartache. It always ends in loss. Maybe they have a fear of death also because this card, like I said, represents death, ancestors, elderly. Maybe they feel they're getting older and they don't want to die leaving you. They don't want to die having such a love that they have to leave behind. Or they don't want to experience such a love that they have to let go of it in some way or let it get ruined. So they'd rather self-sabotage your love before the universe gets a chance. And that's the only way that they can get control of their lives. If they take control and sabotage every good thing, then the universe doesn't have the control. Then the other person doesn't have the control. They have the control. And that makes them feel safe. See, there's some issues coming up, aren't there? Didn't I say there's a reason, there's a reason why they are resisting. And that is the reason. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Oh, look at this little dog. He's so cute. It's 10 of hearts, 10 of cups, and it's the number 18. Guys, didn't I tell you? This little guy or girl over here, no matter the age, is coming home. Look at that. It's like that little puppy ran away from home, realizes his home, and is coming back with a leash and a collar and saying, I'm yours. I want to come home. I do belong with you. I belong in this home. And yeah, I wanted to run around and be free, but I realized that that was not as good as being in your arms and belonging to you. So here's my leash and here's my collar. I'm yours. Okay. And so this person does have the feeling of, can we come back together in some way? Okay, it is this, I'm loyal to you, and I want to come home, and I miss you. And again, it's that energy of return, okay? Isn't that cute? That's adorable. That's really adorable. I love that card. So happy I got that card. So Bottom of the deck energy is both of you want to come home and return to each other, and you are loyal and you are belonging to your pack. Okay? The secret energy for people that are having a hard time accepting this truth, if someone's having a hard time, if they're having a hard time accepting this truth, if you're having a hard time accepting this truth, I got one card for you. Victimhood. And this is for the people that always point fingers. Point, 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 point. I'm the victim. Take responsibility. I'm not saying that all of this is your fault, but I am saying that it's your problem. And it's your heart on the line. And it's your lover on the line. So take responsibility for this relationship. Stop blaming the universe and blaming other problems and blaming everybody else. That just makes you have a pity party. It puts you behind a set of bars, and it puts you in the position of weakness. It puts you in the position where you're helpless, where all you can do is sit there and cry and be a victim. That's not going to get you anywhere. You are not an animal. You are a human being. You are not a piece of property. You're a soul. You are not a weak soul. You are full of light and power. You have the power, actually, to manifest whatever it is your little heart does desire. You have the capability to make something of yourself, your life, and this relationship. Can you force someone to fall in love with you and do what you want? Hell no. We all know that. I'm not being stupid here. That's just not, that's against the laws of nature. We can't do that. Can you make yourself so high of a vibration and a strong magnet of attraction to what you want that it actually happens? Yes, you can totally do that. You see, there's a difference. There's a difference. Taking control of your life and not being a victim is what's called here for action. Both of you. They also have to stop being a victim. Stop pointing the finger at you. Stop blaming you. Stop saying this injustice is your fault in some way. Stop saying that their injustice is the universe's fault in some way. And start saying, you know what? This is my life. And I'm not comfortable or happy with the way my loves result. My relationships end. My family looks. My home looks. My job looks. Whatever it is. Let's fix this. Now I'm going to read the loyalty card here and just see what it says for you. And it says, the dog, loyalty and friendship is what I stand for. I am protection and trust, support and reliance. I'm sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. When negative cards are around me, make sure to take a closer look. I could be your counselor, your therapist, your pet, or your best friend. Depicted here is a dog, a reliable, faithful friend who can be trusted and who loves you unconditionally. This dog is self-contained. It is more than content with its role and holds the head high. And he holds the lead, which is the leash, with a ball on the ground, as if to say, you know what to do. It's a symbol of companionship. This card is reassuring you that there is a connection, and it signifies a romantic relationship or an intimate one. The dog can signify a close friend in a reading or one who is trustworthy. It brings the sense of loyalty and faith to the cards around it. For example, it can talk about the concerns that need to be looked at and that you can trust the people involved. Can you trust this person? The answer is yes, based on what these cards have to say. When they open up their heart, not when they start running their mouth and lying like a child, but when they open up their heart, are they trustworthy? Yes. Could you trust them with one of your secrets? If they knew that it was about your childhood, your heart, or your children, or your well-being, or your work, yes, you could trust them with that. Can they trust you with details of their childhood? Yes. Can they trust you with their heart, that you're not going to hurt their heart or be disloyal? Yes, they can trust you. Can they trust you when you want to forgive, that you're not out to get them, that you're not out to hurt them, that you're not out to harm them in some way? Yes, they can trust you. I don't see any ill intentions here. I see childish energy. Even children get mad and say things they don't mean. If you have children, you know what I mean. You always get that, "I hate you, Mom. You're so mean, Mom," or "Dad, you're the worst. You're the most terrible." Do they mean that? No. I'm sorry. I gotta blow my nose. Okay. So, can someone here, because we have the victimhood card, have a problem trusting people? Yes. That could be an underlying energy. Why would you have trouble trusting someone? Because your mom lost, or you lost trust for your mom, or you lost trust for your dad, or you lost trust for your step-parent, or you lost trust for that pastor, that priest that was supposed to guide you and led you wrong, or you lost trust for that best friend that turned you in and made you look like a liar, or put you on the spot and threw you under the bus. You know what I mean? So it can go on and on. But I'm here to tell you today that these two soulmates, these two lovers, are genuine. That your love is genuine. It's not a joke. It's not a tease. It's not a lie. You weren't given signs and synchronicities to tickle your fancy. You were given them to show you that there is another soul that is compatible with yours, and that you were meant to go through these trials and tribulations to heal old wounds and come together in some kind of a union, okay? Now let's read this fox, because this person is a liar. I'm not gonna, and if you're watching, I'm sorry, but this person over here has not been honest about their genuine self, and in fact they've resisted that, and that is childish. And children lie for safety reasons. Children lie because they want to keep their family or dog safe. Children lie if they're afraid of getting hurt for telling the truth. This could be the energy of someone who's been abused or hurt in some way, and they feel like they have to lie to protect themselves. So I don't see lies as in malicious. I'm lying to take advantage of you and hurt you. I'm seeing I'm lying to you because I have a history of hurt. So I'm not going to open up my heart to you and allow that. You guys get my drift. Let's go ahead and read that. The fox. When I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle, in your hall, or your friends. I might be planning your fall. I am a master of manipulation. I am going to fool you all. Craftiness is my name. Sneaky, sneaky is my game. The cunning fox is the player astray. This is a trickster card of the deck, and its presence brings cunning plotting. The fox looks back upon his prey. Perhaps the rooster at the top thinks he is the only one awake. And the fox has prepared his ruse, though. It's sure to get his bird. At the time of conception in the Lenormand deck, a popular tale was of the Reynard and the fox. These collections of tales depicted Reynard as a false prophet, and many traditional interpretations of the fox card still carry this sense of false gospel. So be aware of trickery and deception. The fox in the Lenormand symbolizes these traits and more. Be aware of the charmer who makes you smile. All is not as it seems. The fox next to the flowers could warn you of deception and flattery. Be even more wary if the heart or the sky is next to it. Deception and flattery leads to a cut-up heart. You've been warned. So this is not the flowers, this is actually the lilies. So we really don't have it next to the flowers, but it still kind of has the same meaning for me. Your person has a way of flattering you, and it's not true. Telling you what you want to hear to get what they want. This person is cunning. This person is sly. This person would be a very good salesman or a lawyer. This person is good with talking with people. This person is easy to convince people to be on his side or her side. They know what to say to get what they want. So this person is the master of manipulation. Does that mean there's no love here? No. It means this is how this person has survived. This is how this person knows how to get by. And so that's telling. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more about the lilies. The lilies bring calm, peace, and serenity, and that's what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my card. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long-term relationship or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. The lily from a pagan view is symbolic of sexuality and passion, but also of purity. It can also symbolize motherhood. So I gotta stop right there because I do have a message where I think this is about a mother or a grandmother or a lover that is a mother, long-term relationship. But this person is very sneaky about what they do because there is pain associated with a mother energy, okay? Next, as a result, these calm-looking flowers with their glass-engraved background reflect a range of interpretations. They are both growing and yet eternally captured in smooth glass. Without any of their essence, it shows two sides to this card. We might suggest that there is a range of excitement, sexual nurturing energy, or the absence of that excitement and chastity. As this card, lilies make the cards about them pure, simple, and excite their nature. A combination with the lilies can be of a mother figure, maternal figure, or situation depending with motherhood, depending the question. Obviously, in order to become a mother, you have to be sexual, right? So there is this long history here with your person manipulating women. All right? Now, whether it's a woman or a man, this person over here manipulates women to get what they want. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's pity, victimhood. Feel sorry for me, help me. Maybe they are a mother and they use that victimhood card, help me. I'm wounded, I need help, and they can pull men in that way. But this is a master manipulator. This person, and I'm going to be honest as a tarot card reader, suffers from pain with their mother or grandmother is associated. And whether that was abuse or loss, it could be grief, but there is a lack of it. Okay, it's missing. It's missing from their life. They're in pain about it, okay? The reality of the situation is this person manipulated a mother or somebody that reminded them of their mother. They hurt them. There may have been a child involved. Whether it was their own or not, there was a child involved or multiple children. And this person knows it. And the reality is that they've been living an alter reality, not facing the truth, resisting the truth. Basically, with the Libra card here with Justice, they've resisted the truth and lived an alter reality. They're being very childish and unfair. They're unavailable and uncomfortable in your energy. They understand you've been waiting, and they took advantage anyways for whatever reasons they're going through. Do they love you? Yes. Do they really have a heart for you? Yes. Do they understand that? No. Have they fixed this? No. Have they acted right in this scenario? No. I don't see they've acted right at all. I think there's been a big injustice here. I'm going to pull some more information about who's affected by them. But I am going to look into your situation as well. Because I notice you have childhood wounds. For example, right off the bat, I can tell you this for you. You have a father that didn't make time for you. Or you have a father that was gone from you and you were unable to spend time with that father by their choice, or maybe they were in jail, or maybe your parents had a divorce and you couldn't legally see them until certain times. So there was a lack of time spent with your father. I see the mirroring here because I see this person has mother issues and this person has father issues. And I see how that's the yin and the yang of it. So you're seeing them to present this father energy that you're lacking, that you need, that you're missing. Comfort in some way. And I see them taking advantage of you in the same way, using you as the mother energy they never had or they miss. Okay, one or the other, because there's grief also involved. But you have a father who you imagined life would have been so nice. Loving, doting, caring, protective, nurturing, supportive, fun, and such a comfort in your life. And either you had that and you lost it, or you had that and it was taken from you in some way, or you had a completely opposite experience of a father where it was nothing like that at all. And you still yearn for that. You always wanted that. And you're wounded and you're hurt, and there is some distance. And there are feelings that are connected to your sacral and root chakra for you about that. It's the same over here. It's sacral, it's root for them as well. It's the foundation. It's faltered. Both of you can come together in the heart. And I think together you guys do have a heart that heals. Your love heals each other. Tell me what's at the heart between these two. Tell me what's at the heart. Wow. I rest my case. Between the two of you, guess what you guys have at the heart of it? Childhood. Both of you have a similar childhood, whether it was good and sad or bad, and sad. Whatever this was between you guys, together, the both of you have this connection. It's deep. It's a root. Maybe you both, at the heart of you, share a child or have a child together coming in the future, or maybe you lost a child together. I don't know what this is. You guys know what you will know what this is for you. But between the both of you lies the truth. There is a little inner child in both of you that gives comfort to one another. And it does bring tears. It does bring warm, healing feelings. You both trigger these childhood feelings in each other in some way. That root chakra, that sacral chakra is activated by each other. You were destined also, and I'm going to be 100% real with you. You were both destined to meet. Now, whether you're going to end up together, is up to the fates and up to you, guys. But I could tell you in your chart, again, the Mongolic, of course, brought together, but also the two Leos, this Venus energy brought together. This is fated. I know that much. I'm smart enough to know that much. It was a fated relationship. It was a meant to be kind of thing. And that's why you have these synchronicities. What does Spirit want from you guys is another question, right? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for that disgusting whatever. I'll read the child for you. I am young, I am new, I am playful and immature. I am a baby or a kid or a teenager. Small, short, or tiny are other ways to describe me. The child, maybe you're short or tiny. I don't know, I'm just kidding. The child is one of the literal people in the cards, the Lenormand system, indicating a young person. To be honest, we also take this symbol of a childlike nature or someone who is young at heart. No one wants to do business, reading and being advised to choose a child as a corporate partner. Perhaps we should think a little less of literal in some cases. The child inhabits a place of wonderment, innocence, hope, and the ability to play at something, just for fun. It's another time and another place, where imagination is unchained and reality is taken at face value. It is the early stages of development where changes can be made and a positive future can be formed. The Revere depicts this wonderment with an open book of fairy tales. Start at once upon a time. The remaining pages are blank. A fairy tale castle can be seen with hope in the form of a rainbow, an image that occurs throughout this deck, eluding all the original Game of Hope pieces from which the Lenormand decks derive. So this is your side. You're coming in. You would love life to be like a fairy tale. You imagined your love to be like a fairy tale. Romantic, forever, loving, without all these bumps and bruises along the way. You had an idea about love that maybe was a little bit childish. Maybe it was a little bit unrealistic as well. You've had a lot of surprises on your journey. Some shocking, some not, that were just unfortunate for you. Your childhood sweetness, your youthfulness, your youth may have been lost with the timing card above it. A lot of you may feel like your youth has been squandered on this relationship. So a lot of you feel like that. Like, Steph, my youth, my good years, the years I had to build something, I wasted on this person. Can I give you some advice? Instead of being mad at this person for wasting your time, don't be the victim. You chose to be there. And also, you were guided. This is your path. Is it hard to accept that maybe your path wasn't meant to be the fairy tale? Yes, that is hard to accept. That your destiny was not meant to have the ideal fairy tale you were hoping for. Does it make it any less wonderful, magnificent, special, unique? No, I think that your life is not wasted. I think that your youth is not wasted. I think that you grew and bloomed into this beautiful being that you're supposed to be. And I think that you are wonderful. And I think that you are special. And that you are here with so much beauty and wonder that it amazes me to read for someone like that has overcome these trials, tribulations, disappointments, and heartaches, and still found a heart for forgiveness. That's a special human being. I think you might have been a miser or a selfish person or a spoiled brat had you gotten what you wanted. I think you would have been a dark person had you got what you wanted. You would not be the good person that you are now. That's what I see. So to trade who you are now with a person you could have been by being given whatever you wanted, I don't think you would have liked that person in the mirror. And I don't think your soul would have been as beautiful. So there's a gratitude here that you did take this walk and that you did experience this pain. And the same for this other person. Would they be as compassionate? Would they be as soft? Because this person seems like they have a hard shell. You're a hard ass. You're a tough guy. You're a tough girl. Nothing hurts you. Can't hurt me. I expect the worst anyways. I always get the short end of the stick. I always have injustice. I always get served. That's me. That's my life. I'm tough, you know? No, you're not. No, you're not. You are a soft, sensitive, big-hearted person. You have a lot of love to give, and you hold it back. And that's why this person sees that in you, this person over here. We see in you your heart. We see in you the beauty that you have as a soul, or no one would give a shit about you. Nobody would even want anything to do with you. If you were truly that selfish, that mean, that cruel, that hard, this loving person would want nothing to do with you. And that's the truth. That's the tea. But the truth is, this person loves you, this person over here, because they see who you really are. And that's what comes down to the Strength card. They know that you're a wounded warrior, that you're a hurt little child inside, and they want to heal you. They want to put their hand on that heart that's hurt. And they want you to hold them and give them strength and protection. I can't talk. Did I say that right? Protection, yeah. So you both have something to give each other. You watching have healing and love to give this person. And this person over here has strength and protection to give to you. You make each other whole. You make each other the yin and the yang. You make each other whole and perfect. That's why you are destined partners. That's why you are soulmates. You are two broken individuals that make beautiful art together. You make a beautiful life together. You make beautiful love together. You make a beautiful family together. You have a very good energy. And yes, there's a lot of loyalty and love here. And I forgot to mention, because we do have this ancestor card, that you guys actually share ancestors in some way, or an ancestrage. And I also feel that you guys do share a past life together because of a lot of this childhood energy and being birthed with a birth chart that brings you guys together like this. They're very faded. So I do feel that you guys have shared a past life. And I think you feel that, and I think you sense that, and you know that you have known this person before. And you're right. Okay, so let's keep going. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay. I use my little pagan deck. Spirit, tell me more about the person I'm reading to right now. Wow, how much more Leo can you guys get? Huh? I'll get to that. How much more freaking Leo or Virgo tropical can you guys get? I have the Sun card. I have Strength, King of Wands, and the Sun. There is no more Leo cards, except Five of Wands. Thank God we don't have that one. So the person I'm reading for, you could be a mother of 2 children or more, or you could just be a mother for one. There you are. Your kids are playing on the beach behind you, building sandcastles. This can also be you as a divine feminine, male or female, and in your history in the past lies your DMDF energy in a past life. The soulmates, the childhood, the past life. And the sun is setting in the background, as you can see. It's not rising. Okay? When you get the sun card, it tells me a little bit more about you. You're a healer. You're spiritual. You're a nurturer. I'm so sorry. Again, another reiteration is, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. A big kid, a big-hearted kid, a big-hearted person, someone that's childlike, someone that loves children, loves fun, loves the beach, loves all of those things. Thank you so much for the bless yous, guys. So again, this tells me that you have a big heart for fun, a big heart for children, a big heart for animals. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Bottom of the deck, I have the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like this for me, but just to show you the picture. I'm so sorry. God. On the side of the road is 2 cups, and they've fallen. Your relationship's over. Okay, your spiritual soulmate relationship's over. Something ended. Thank you, Amy Carroll, for the $50 on PayPal. I'm going to write your name. I'll remember Amy for the readings. Thank you so much for the donation. So anyways, this is you giving up on the relationship, right? Upright. That's like I throw my cups down. I'm done. It's a burden. I'm giving it up. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm tired of this. The fact that it came in reverse means you still feel that way, but you're not giving it up. You're going to pick this back up here soon enough. You're going to hang on to this. You're not quite ready to set it down yet. Okay? It's like not bipolar. It's not what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is part of you is like, yeah, I'm going to give it up stuff. But you know there's another part inside of you that's like, nope, I'm still giving it a little bit of hope. There's still a glimmer of hope and healing. There's still this knowing with the wisdom card of the sun. There's still this knowing that I can heal this, that this can be mended, that I believe in the universe and the universe supports me. So there is that energy. Spirit, show me some other energies here for outcome energies for the person watching. Oops. I got 2 cards that fell, so okay. I have the Hanged Man. And basically she's being tied up and almost sacrificed into some kind of a group. So you are waiting. Just like this card said, they're still waiting for your person. You are waiting. You know that it takes some sacrifice to still hold on to this relationship. You know that you are losing time, money, and opportunities by still having your heart into the situation. Your friends are trying to help you. Your friends are trying to guide you, but you know that there's still some difficulties here. You need tissue? You need tissue too? Here. My eyes keep watering. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I know, baby. Me too. Me too. The other card you got is the 8 of Chalices, upright. So you're giving it a little bit of time before you walk away. You do know that you're smart enough and wise enough that you will walk away eventually if this doesn't get resolved. You're hoping that they open up their minds and that the universe does step in some way and there is some healing, and you will wait for an awakening moment or a sign. You will wait for a sign. You will continue to have your heart in this for a little bit. There is still more time. But you do know that if they can't pull this together, you have a plan. And your plan is to pack it up and move on and kind of force yourself to move on if this does not get resolved in any time soon. So you are very helpful, and you are thinking that this can come out of this funky energy that it's in. You are. But you do have a plan. And bottom of the deck here is the Two of Swords. Death is closing your eyes. It's not quite over yet. Oh darn, and my screen got froze. I'll have to do a part 2. It's not quite over yet. Death is closing your eyes. You still have a decision to make. It's not over yet. You haven't quite decided that it is over. So you are hoping that this is going to pull itself through, that you're going to come out of this funk, that you guys are going to get healed, that you guys are going to have some kind of reconciliation or resolution of some kind. And you're really hoping for it. But like I said, your plan is, Steph, if they can't get it together anytime soon, or anytime, you know, within the next 8 months, I do have a plan to move on, possibly just for your own self, like your own self-seeking journey, or you have another person to choose from. You might even have another air sign. We have Libra again coming up, Gemini or Aquarius. And you're like, if this person can't get it together, there is another interest that I will take an action for, that I will take an action on, because I won't waste any more time. But yeah, you're still hanging on to hope as we speak. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and jump on and do a part 2 because I have to, clearly, and I'll be right back. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. I hope you all come back. 411 of you, 15 of you. Hi guys, please come back. I'm going on to the part 2. Jump on to the next video. I'm so sorry.